What's going on, everybody? Hair here, and yes, here we are talking about the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, Francis Ngannou. Now former heavyweight champion. He didn't lose it, but he was stripped, and this is a big talking point, a big discussion among the MMA community. It seems pretty heavily weighted on a lot of the MMA community is being shills for Dana White in the UFC. They're saying that good riddance, Francis is gone, he wasn't a good champion, blah blah blah. I think they're just being shills. I'm a huge fan of the UFC, but I'm a huge fan of MMA and combat sports. Yes, I love MMA, but we all know a lot of the boxers get paid more than UFC fighters, more than MMA fighters. And it is what it is. The UFC's built a machine, they built a system. Dana White's built a dynasty, basically. But the problem is sometimes the fighters don't get the benefit to that. Now, if you're Conor McGregor, if you're Brock Lesnar, if you're people of that nature, you don't see none of that. But a lot of fighters don't see that kind of money. Matter of fact, 99% of the fighters don't see that kind of money. And Ngannou's a big deal. He's a giant attraction. Sure, he doesn't know English, great. But now they did Paulo Costa, and now look at him. Same thing. He built himself up. He hardly knew English. Now he does. He's hilarious. He's funny. He's going to be out of the UFC too, and I'm sure he'll get a bag as well. And now Ngannou's looking for a big bag. The UFC and Dana White said, oh, he turned down to be the second highest heavyweight of all time or the first highest heavyweight of all time. That looks great on paper, but what's it saying for the UFC to be the highest paid UFC heavyweight of all time? It's not as much as boxers, not even close to as much as boxers. So the PFL, which is the biggest rumor right now for Ngannou, they're paying, fighters more than the UFC are in certain instances. Again, unless you're named Conor McGregor. Now, in this sense, I don't blame Francis. Francis paid his dues. He knocked out Overeem. He knocked out Cain Velasquez. He's knocked out Rosenstrike. He knocked out Sagano. What's his name? Junior Dos Santos. He knocked out so many dudes. Beat so many guys. Stipe Miocic, who's considered the GOAT, knocked him out. Flatlined him. He has nothing to prove. Yes, he's going to fight John Jones, but again, he knows his worth. He even crossed over to pop culture. He got mentioned with Tyson Fury, who's the boxing heavyweight champion. He promoted him. If he can make $100 million, get that Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor payout, do that. You're not going to get that in the UFC. So I don't see this hate for Ngannou doing that. You don't have to be a company man if you're a big attraction, and Ngannou is that big attraction. He is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, even though he was stripped of the belt. Get your bag, Ngannou. Go fight boxing. Go fight bare knuckle. Go fight for PFL. Do what you got to do. Make your money. I am not mad at it at all. And if you disagree, you're just hating and you're a shill for Dana White in the UFC. Huge UFC fan again, but get your bag. Proud of you, Ngannou. Do what you got to do, and can't wait to see what's next. This is the Hair out.